Hello and welcome to the demo of AI tutoring platform called Brahmo. In this demo, I will be covering the features, what has been developed so far, and how to use them. Just a quick summary about whole platform. Idea is to provide tutoring to a learner or a student in such a manner so that we can replicate a human tuition or personalized tuition. What we normally get when we learn from someone in a physical presence. So the impact and the learning style and the learning capability is totally different when I learn from someone who is an expert and teaching me in a one-on-one setting versus when I learn in a group, and that too in online. So here we are trying to use AI to see how it can understand me as a student better, understand my learning patterns, understand my ability, and understand my past performance, so that it can come up with the relevant content, which will help me to grasp the concepts, understand the topics better. So let's start. So this is the homepage for Brahmo.ai. Very simple page with the basic information. There are a few popular courses listed here, and this is what I've created as a few of the courses just to demonstrate this whole platform. First of all, I will do a sign up, which is basically registering on the platform. In this part, I will try to create a dummy user for myself first. So let me do quickly. Okay, very simple form. So this is the creation of my account. Now account is information is saved. Let me just create a dummy data about. So I'm just creating dummy data for demo purpose using my name. Okay, high school, yes, year of completion. Let me put something like 2010, physics, maths, graduation, select year 20, maybe 14, and computer science. All right, no, master's none. And this information is completely optional. You can skip it if you are not comfortable, but what we are doing is we are trying to create a learning profile for a user or for a student of this platform. Here I will say, this is my current experience. So assuming that I am working somewhere and have some experience, so I will put senior software developer, duration, 2 years, it's okay, responsibility, server side development, and system designing. Next, previous role, again, it is optional. If we have the information, we can put, otherwise continue. Software engineer, sorry. Duration, 4 years. UI developer, development, and just mobile application development. Okay. So this is my now experience. Now I come to skills. I'll put again basic. What skills I gain? Programming, designing, right, and certification, and then cloud native. Okay, Java certified, AWS certified. Okay, now what is my interest? This is the last part. I want to tell system again what are my interests and what are my learning goals. So I just quickly put something what I like to do. For example, I'll put machine learning, generative AI, and let us say vision, and what are my learning goals? So I want to be, let's say I want to say data scientist is something which I'm pursuing. I want to take that path, and software software architecture. Okay, architect, maybe just learning goals. All right, so I got a message, my account is created. I will receive a link on my email, which I given it while registering the account. So I'll take that link and you will just copy the link. Okay, it says account activated, fine. So what I will do is now I'll use that information to log in. So let me log in here. At outlook.com, password. All right, so now I'm logged in. This is my dashboard. You see here the created courses and enrolled courses. There is none, empty. So here what I have options is view dashboard. So I'm already in my dashboard. Create course, profile settings. So in case I want to change something what I entered earlier while creating my profile. So first of all, I will show you there are courses, some courses already available. Like normally we go to any platform and we see some courses are there. So how do I use that? How do I see it? So normally what I will do, I go to any course, let's say advanced core Java programming I'm interested in. So I first of all, I'll get to see this course is created available to anyone who just has an account on this platform. So this course is same for everyone. This is a table of content, and I can click here and see the chapters or lessons inside it. So this is the first chapter, introduction to variables, under the topic variables and data types. And if I go to operators, so here this is operators chapter, complete details about operators, and there are many. If I go to classes and objects, I can see that. Now where is the personalization coming into picture? This chapter is very specific to not very specific to any person, any profile, any learner. This is general information about the course and course content, course topics. Now what I want is I want to go back and take this course and personalize it for myself. So I'll go to this course, and here's the button called personalize. Okay, so now this personalization feature is something which is not available to everyone. That's why I put a message currently. If you want to have access, send me a message request. I will give it, as it requires some kind of content creation. We're using generative AI, which is metered. So there is no charge as of now for using this platform, but creating the content, is chargeable. So it's just restricted it only on need basis. I'm giving the access. So you can send me a request, and this is the button I need to press. So I'll just use it. I'll show you how to do it. Just give me a second, and I will enable it for this user. Okay, for this user, I have enabled the access to create or generate the courses, generate the personalized content. So let me use this button, personalize, for this dummy user. All right. So after maybe a minute or two, it will take to generate this whole first lesson. And here, if you see, it is greeting me first, while starting the introduction of the variables chapter, which is the first lesson under this topic, variables and data types. And it is giving me, like explaining me by knowing my background, like because I created my dummy profile and I mentioned that I am a senior software developer, right? And I also mentioned that I have skills like programming and system design. So it mentioned that you're well versed in foundational principles. So this guide for concept variables and their usage is tailored specifically to deepen, and then it'll just explain me. And again, time to time, it will keep telling me in this manner that which is relevant to me. The background, for example, here beyond declaration and usage, understanding variable scope is crucial. Given your background in software design, you recognize the importance of properly scoped resources. In Java, variable scope is determined by where it is declared. So actually, I already mentioned in my profile that I am Java certified. So here it will come up with some information because it knows that I am certified. But if I try to go for some other course, let's say Python or C, C++, or Golang or Rust, React framework. There are many other things which I can go through. In fact, my interest is in system design, machine learning, and system architecture. So there are courses around that. If I try to create those courses, then it will be more personalized for me because it will use all my information. Like I'm a AWS certified. I mentioned I am Java certified, so it knows that I'm a programmer and I also have a good knowledge of a cloud native system. So it will use those examples to explain me. So every time now, what I need to do is every time I click on this link, it will create this lesson for me from scratch, so that and you can compare it that it is not same as the original course, which is advanced Java course programming. Now what I will do is I will now try to no, let's say there's another feature which I want to demonstrate. So I go to the courses and I come here. I find that I want to learn, let's say, Python, and I don't see that course available here. So what I will do is I have an option to create a course. So I go here, I'll say Python programming, because I want to learn Python programming, as I want to get into machine learning, and one of the core language which is used, or programming language uses Python. So that's my motive behind learning this Python. And what is the course description here? Make it relevant. For example, fundamentals of Python programming for machine learning track. So I'm going to start a, let's say, machine learning course or something. So maybe you can say machine learning course. So it means the Python programming which I'm looking forward is mostly to get into the machine learning. So it means machine learning has this lot of libraries, which is there in Python. So I would like to know more about that rather than just a general Python programming and some basic libraries. So yes, that I should know, but I also want to get into that machine learning stuff. So next is, okay, so we can say software. So I'm a software engineer, so we can say software engineers. Purpose, skill enhancement. Um, okay, type regular course. Do I need regular short differences? Regular course is the one which we saw earlier. It has a lot of chapters, topic, complete course. Short is like if you want to learn something quickly, you don't have much time to go in detail. Let's say um, data engineering. You don't want to go in data engineering. You just want to have some high level understanding. So you can just create a short course. It will come up with the few topics and respective lessons. Maybe 3, 4, 4, 5 topics, and then respective lessons, 2, 3 lessons for each topic, so that you can have a high level understanding. Okay, you know what this technology is about. And if you want some examples, be specific about the examples. Next is enable assessment. So these courses are coming with the assessment. We can create assessment, quiz, and coding problems both. So here when I say yes, and level of assessment, I can say medium, number of quiz. So there are two types of questions which will be asked to me: quiz, multiple choice questions, and exercises, coding exercise. So I can say 2 coding exercise and with 3 quiz questions. And cutoff percentage, keep it 80. Fine. So it means, or maybe I'll keep it 60. Because even if one is wrong, then it will still fail me if I keep it 80. All right, so let's do a submission, and it will take a couple of minutes again to create this whole course for me. And then I will show you the content. Okay, so once course is created, I will get the message like this. The course is created successfully. You go to your dashboard and find the course under created course section. So I'll go to my dashboard, view dashboard. And I see there are under created courses, I see one course here, Advanced Python for Machine Learning. And in enrolled courses, if you remember, I taken the existing course, which was Advanced Course Java Programming, and I personalize it. So it means I'm actually enrolling the existing course and personalize it for myself. So that will show up in this under this section. So let's go to the Python course first. Let's see the content. So here are the table of contents: Pythonic foundations, advanced data structures, list, tuples, dictionary sets. Then we have comprehension syntaxes like lists comprehensions, dictionary and set comprehensions, lambda functions. Since I talked about machine learning, and these things used more there, decorators and understanding decorators. So what happens is it actually assume that it has, someone has a understanding of Python. But as I mentioned, I want to learn Python for machine learning. So it is heavily influenced with the machine learning kind of topics which are covered in Python. So that's how it started with, a bit of advanced data structures in under the Python. So context managers, this is again another area which we use. Data handling and processing, this is a big part of Python. A lot of libraries are there like pandas and data frames, very popular for visualization. And even in general, right? Moving data around, reading data from text and CSVs, or storing in CSVs or storing in database. A lot of stuff we use. NumPy is very popular one. Then it covers the object-oriented part of it, like how to create classes, use polymorphism, inheritance. So all those things are created. Then machine learning with Python. So these are very specific too. So it talk about ML libraries. And then advanced algorithms which are used. So this is about, I think, common thing is there for every technology, every language. For example, big O notation, time complexity. We know when we design any system or algorithm, to be precise, we have these things always checked as a metric. How much time it will take for me to run this program, or what is the time complexity, or the space complexity of this. Then multi-threading is there, asynchronous. Yes, it has a very good async APIs. So that's, I think, we'll be covering here. Then one project, I think it is taken from the data science lifecycle. So where it is covering, which is basically it is just adding it. So some usability of, because once you learn something, you should have some practical aspect to it. So try to create some project. And the last part is the section ethics and privacy. So I think it is again more of a information about how to basically take care of your data, keep it basically privacy check and other parts of it. Now, what I will do is I'll go to this course. This is the basic information. So I'll go to this course and I start the course. Let's say I could go to course. Again, it'll take a minute or so to give me the first lesson of this whole course, which is understanding lists and tuples. Okay, so we got the first lesson, which is understanding lists and tuples. So here is, again, it is greeting me and then telling me, as a senior software developer, I have a solid foundation in computer science. So I am not stranger to data structures, which is correct. I have learned this while I learning Java programming and other programming languages. So it is just explaining me how it is different. So it starts with the list and tuples, the part of collection data type, give me examples here. And then for tuples, it is giving me again information here. And then I think further examples in terms of how do we, what are other applications of tuples and list. So this is the list. And then finally, it is also giving me some resources, Python official documentation list and Python official documentation for tuples. I can go there, I can refer it, and it'll show me the page for Python. So this is a Python doc. Okay, we go back. Next, I come to the quiz and coding part. So what happens is before I go and create quiz and coding, I should be having these lessons generated. If let's say I just want click on coding and quiz, and I have not even generated the list comprehensions or dictionary and set comprehensions, then nothing will come for that particular quiz or coding part, because a system will assume that you have not even gone through the chapter and you're just trying to browse and trying to create a quiz, and which you even not have lesson you have not even completed. So there are other ways to handle it, mark completed, and all those features are not yet built. But just as a basic tracking of a student, how you should browse it and how you should go to the chapter. Basically, you should go in a sequence and not like, read this chapter and then do the quiz and coding of other. So here I will create a lessons, let's say both. Now I create a dictionary and sets, and then I will show you when I completed these two lessons, and then I try to go to quiz, so how it will come up. Okay, now we got this lesson generated, dictionaries and sets for me, because I am using my user to access this course and create this course. So here are examples of dictionary and sets. And again, it's detailed, and then it is also giving me resources from the Python, which is the official website for this course. Now let me assume that I have read through the whole lesson on chapter. Now I want to try my knowledge, so which is through a quiz. So here I'll click on the quiz, and it'll generate questions. I've given 3 questions at the start of the course. I mentioned I want 3 quizzes, 3 quiz questions and 2 coding questions. So here are the quiz questions. Again, they are generated runtime. So let me answer it. Which of the following statement is true about the list and tuples? Just quickly on the top of my head, whatever I know, I'll just answer it. Tuples are immutable. And what is the key difference between list and tuples in Python? Okay. What the following data type in Python is represented as a collection of key values? So here's the dictionary. So submit. So it will do the validation again, and then it will give me the summary of each. Okay, this was correct. So dictionary in a Python. So it is, I think the questions got reordered, but which again can be fixed based on the UI feature. But the questions are same what I answered. So this was about question which is the data type of key value pair in Python. So I selected dictionary and said yes, dictionary is the correct one. It is unordered, mutable, indexed, and all. Then this is also correct, which says what is true about list and tuple. List are mutable and tuples are immutable. Again, similar question, but a different way. So it can happen sometimes, if you have only few topics, then it can come up with the similar questions, but not to worry. You can continue with the course, and since it will get more data, it will generate more unique content. So in this assessment, if you see, it says me a result, which is I've cleared the assessment, and also you grasp of Python advanced data structures, particular dictionary list, tuple is commendable. So this feedback will go as an input for my next course or my next lesson generation. So this is what it will feed as a personalization to the personalization algorithm, and that is how the content will be personalized. The system will learn user behavior. If I would have made some mistakes, it would have also tracked that feedback. Plus, I would have got option to retake this whole quiz, because I give an exam, I think 60%. So which means I can only make one question wrong. But if I have 2 questions wrong, then it means I have not cleared this quiz. So I need to retake this, and it will regenerate different questions next time. And I can do this, I think, couple of times. That's again a configuration part of the platform. So this is how the quiz part is there. The next is I do coding. Now I want to do coding exercise. Since I saw some code in the previous examples, like a list, tuples, and sets and dictionary. So here it is given me 2 questions. We are working as a data preprocessing on a data pre-processing task for a machine learning project. It is taking example because this is what I mentioned, I want to learn Python for machine learning. So it is just trying to come up with some real world example. So write a function that split data that takes a list as input and splits into 2 separate lists, one containing all strings, other containing all numbers. So here it is given example. If this is the input, then this should be the output: banana, apple, carrot, and 551. So this is how it should be. It should be coming at. Then this is the place where I need to write the code, and the last part is there is another part where is that once I submit it, it will again give me the feedback about whole exercise. Since here it is all text, basically I will write a program. So I can do a program in my editor, in my programming editor, whichever I use, copy paste here, submit it, and then it will give me the summary about how efficient the code was in terms of big O notation, in terms of the time complexity, space complexity. So it will give me that information, and it will also highlight, okay, what are the, even if the code is working, it will highlight in case there's a scope of improvement, it will highlight that. So that is another feature. So I'm not covering that, but that is something which is available for those users who have access to generate the courses or use a personalization feature of this platform. So they can go to the course, do the quiz, coding, practice it. So this is a good way to practice. And I just use 2 questions. One can create 3, 4, and 5. 5 is the limit right now, I said. And that can be changed. Again, this is a soft limit in the system level configuration, but we can create more questions for any course, for any lessons, so that you can practice more. So this is your practice, and you'll get a real-time feedback. So this is about the whole platform. If any questions are there, there's a link. Send me a request, send me a message. I will contact you, or you can drop me a mail by going to the message here, by going to the contact link here, and then you can drop a message. I'll receive it and I'll respond to you as soon as possible. So this is all about the whole demo of Brahmo platform, what has been built for personalization. And next level is how do we have the real avatars. Like, say somebody wants to present the content, because this is right now textual, so I want someone to present it. So how AI can present it, that's what we call AI avatars of humans. So those who are content creators, they can come on this platform and present their content in a video format. That is what is the next level of personalization we are trying to do, so that there's really a feel, there's really an environment as a one-on-one. Somebody is teaching me, somebody is making me learn based on how I grasp things for a particular topic or a subject. So that's all, and please reach out, and thanks for watching this video and demo. Thank you.